Enjoy this timeless tale of friendship, hope, and waiting.
Nothing to be done. I'm beginning to come around to that opinion. All my life I tried to put it from me, say, Vladimir, be reasonable. And I resumed the struggle. So there you are again. Am I? I'm glad to see you back. I thought you were gone forever. Me too. Together again at last. We'll have to celebrate this, but how? Get up till I embrace you. Not now. Not now. May one inquire where His Highness spent the night? In a ditch. A ditch? Where? Over there. And they didn't beat you? Beat me? Certainly they beat me. The same lot as usual. The same? I don't know. When I think of it, all these years but for me, where would you be? You'd be nothing more than a little heap of bones at the present minute, no doubt about it. And what of it? It's too much for one man. On the other hand, what's the good of losing heart now? That's what I always say. We should have thought of it a million years ago in the 90s. Just stop blathering and help me off with this bloody thing. Hand in hand from the top of the Eiffel Tower. Among the first. We were respectable in those days. Now it's too late. They wouldn't even let us up. What are you doing? Taking off my boot. Did that never happen to you? Boots must be taken off every day. I'm tired of telling you that. Why don't you listen to me? Help me. It hurts? Hurts. Who wants to know if it hurts? No one ever suffers but you. I don't count. I'd like to hear what you say if you had what I have. It hurts? It hurts. He wants to know if it hurts. You might button it all the same. True. Never neglect the little things of life. Well, what do you expect? You always wait till the last moment. The last moment? Hope deferred maketh the something sick. Who said that? Why don't you help me? Sometimes I feel it coming all the same, and then I go all queer. How shall I say, relieved and at the same time appalled? Appalled! Funny, nothing to be done. Well, nothing. Show. There's nothing to show. Try and put it on again. I think I'll air it for a bit. There's a man all over for you, blaming on his boots the faults of his feet. This is getting alarming. One of the thieves was saved. It's a reasonable percentage. Gogo? What? Suppose we repented. Repented what? Oh, we wouldn't have to go into the details. Being born? One daren't even laugh anymore. Dreadful privation. Merely smile. Not the same thing. Nothing to be done. Gogo? What is it? Did you ever read the Bible? The Bible. I must have taken a look at it. Do you remember the Gospels? I remember the maps of the Holy Land. Colored they were, very pretty. The
Dead Sea was a pale blue. The very look of it made me thirsty. That's where we'll go, I used to say. That's where we'll go for our honeymoon. We'll swim, we'll be happy.
You should have been a poet.
I was. Isn't that obvious?
Where was I? How's your foot?
Swelling visibly.
Oh, yes, the two thieves. Do you remember the story?
No.
Shall I tell it to you?
No.
It'll pass the time. Two thieves crucified at the same time as our Savior. One,
Our what?
our Savior. One of the thieves was supposed to have been saved, the other damned.
Saved from what?
Hell.
I'm going.
And yet, how is it? Of the four evangelists, only one speaks of a thief being saved. This is not boring you, I hope. All four evangelists were there, and yet only one speaks of a thief being saved. Come on, Gogo, return the ball, can't you, once in a way?
I find this really most extraordinarily interesting.
1 out of 4. Of the other 3, 2 don't speak of any thieves at all, and the third said both abused him.
Abused who?
What?
What's all this about? Abused who?
The Savior.
Saved from what?
Because he wouldn't save them.
From hell?
Imbecile, from death.
Oh, I thought you said from hell.
From death! From death!
Well, what of it?
Then the 2 of them must have been damned.
Why not?
But one of the 4 says that one of the 2 was saved.
Well, they don't agree, and that's all there is to it.
But all 4 were there, and yet only one speaks of a thief being saved. Why believe him rather than the others?
Who believes him?
Everybody. It's the only version they know.
People are bloody ignorant apes. Charming spot. Inspiring prospects. Let's go.
We can't.
Why not?
We're waiting for Godot.
You're sure it was here?
What?
That we were to wait for him?
He said by the tree. Do you see any others?
What is it?
I don't know. A willow?
No more. Well, the leaves
Must be dead.
no more weeping.
Or perhaps it's not the season.
Looks to me more like a bush.
A shrub.
Bush.
What are you insinuating? That we've come to the wrong place?
He should be here.
He didn't say for sure he'd come.
If he doesn't come,
We'll come back tomorrow.
the day after tomorrow,
Possibly.
and so on,
The point is,
until he comes.
you're merciless.
We were here yesterday.
What? Nothing is certain when you're about.
What did we do yesterday?
You not recognize the place?
Didn't say that.
Well,
That makes no difference.
all the same, that tree, that bog.
And you're sure it was this evening
What?
that we were to wait for him?
He said Saturday, I think.
Think?
I must have made a note of it.
But what Saturday? And is it Saturday, or rather not Sunday? Or Monday? Or Friday?
It's not possible.
Or Thursday?
What do we do?
If he came here yesterday and we weren't here, you can be sure he won't come again today.
But you say we were here yesterday.
I may have been mistaken. Let's stop talking for a while, shall we?
All right.
was asleep. Why will you never let me sleep?
I felt lonely.
I was dreaming.
Don't tell me.
I dreamt.
Don't tell me!
This is enough for you. It's not very nice of you, Dee Dee. Who am I to tell my private nightmares to if I can't tell them to you?
Let them remain private. You know I can't bear that.
Sometimes I think it might be better if we parted.
You wouldn't go far.
That would be too bad, wouldn't it? It would be really too bad, wouldn't it, Dee Dee? When you consider the beauty of the way and the kindness of the wayfarers. Wouldn't it?
Calm yourself.
Calm, calm. The English say calm. You remember the story of the Englishman and the brothel?
Yes?
Tell it to me.
Stop it.
An Englishman, having drunk a little more than usual, proceeds to a brothel. The bawd asks him if he wants a dark one, a fair one, or a red-haired one. Go on.
Stop it!
You wanted to speak to me? You had something to say to me? Dee Dee?
I have nothing to say to you.
You're angry. Forgive me. Come, Dee Dee. Give me your hand. Embrace me. Don't be stubborn. Your breath stinks of garlic.
It's for the kidneys. What do we do now?
Wait.
Yes, but while waiting.
We can hang ourselves.
It'd give us an erection.
An erection.
With all that follows. Where it falls, mandrakes grow. That's why they shriek when you pull them up. Did you not know that?
Let's hang ourselves immediately.
From a bough, I wouldn't trust it.
We can always try.
Go ahead.
After you.
No, you first.
Why me?
You're lighter than I am.
Just so.
I don't understand.
Use your intelligence, can't you?
I remain in the dark.
This is how it is. The bow. The bow.
You're my only hope.
Go light. Bow not break. Go dead. Dee Dee heavy. Bow break. Dee Dee alone.
I hadn't
Whereas,
thought of that.
if it'll hang you, it'll hang anything.
Then am I heavier than you?
So you tell me, I don't know. There's an even chance, or nearly.
Well, what do we do now?
Best let's not do anything. It's safer.
Yes, let's see what he says.
Who?
No.
Good idea.
Let's wait to know until we know exactly how we stand.
What exactly did we ask him for?
You weren't there?
I can't have been listening.
Oh, nothing very definite?
Kind of prayer.
Precisely.
A vague supplication.
Exactly.
What did he reply?
That he'd see.
That he couldn't promise anything.
Then he'd have to think it over.
In the quiet of his home,
Consult his family.
his friends,
His agents.
his correspondence,
His books.
his bank account.
Before taking a decision.
It's the normal thing.
Is it not?
I think it is.
I think so too.
And we?
I don't understand. I beg your pardon.
I said, and we?
I don't understand.
Where do we come in?
Come in.
Yes.
Come in on our hands and knees.
As bad as that?
Your worship wishes to assert his prerogatives?
We've no rights anymore.
You'd make me laugh if it wasn't prohibited.
We've lost our rights.
We got rid of them.
We're not tied. We're not.
Listen!
gave me a fright.
I thought it was he.
Who?
Godot.
The wind in the reeds.
I could have sworn I heard shouts.
And why would he shout?
At his horse.
I'm hungry.
You want a carrot?
Is that all there is?
I might have some turnips.
Give me a carrot. This is a turnip.
Oh, pardon. I could have sworn it was a carrot. That's all turnips. You must have eaten the last of them. Wait, I have it. There, dear fellow. Make it last. That's the end of it.
I asked you a question.
Huh?
What was it?
How's the carrot?
It's a carrot.
So much the better, so much the better. Huh? What was it you wanted to know?
I've forgotten. That's what annoys me. I'll never forget this carrot. Yeah, now I remember.
Well,
We're not tied?
I don't hear a word you're saying.
We're not tied?
Tied?
Tied.
How do you mean tied?
Down.
But to whom? But by whom?
To your man.
To Godot? Tied to Godot! What an idea! No question of it. For the moment.
And his name's Godot.
I think so.
Fancy that. Funny, the more you eat, the worse it gets.
With me, it's just the opposite.
In other words,
I get used to the muck as I go along.
is that the opposite?
Question of temperament.
Of character.
Nothing you can do about it.
Are you struggling?
One is what one is.
Are you wriggling?
The essential doesn't change.
Nothing to be done. Got to finish it?
On! Back! Let me go!
Stay where you are!
Be careful. He's wicked with strangers.
Is that him?
Who? Godot?
I present myself. Pazzo.
Not at all.
He said Godot.
Not at all!
You're not Mr. Godot, sir?
I am Pazzo. Pazzo? Does that name mean nothing to you? I say, does that name mean nothing to you?
Bazzo. Bazzo?
Bazzo, Pato.
Pazzo.
Ah, Pazzo. Let me see.
Is it Pazzo or Bazzo?
Pazzo, no. I don't seem to, no.
I once knew a family called Gazzo. The mother had to clap.
We're not from these parts, sir.
But you are human beings nonetheless. At least, as far as one can see. Of the same species as myself. Of the same species as Pazzo, made in God's image.
Well, you see.
Who's Godot?
Godot?
You took me for Godot.
Oh, no, sir. And not for an instant, sir.
Who is he?
Oh, he's a kind of an acquaintance.
Oh, nothing of the kind. In fact, we hardly know him.
True, we don't know him very well, but all the same.
I wouldn't know him if I saw him.
You took me for him.
Well, you understand, the dust, the strain, waiting. I confess, I imagined for a second.
Waiting. You were waiting for him.
Well, you see,
Here, on my land,
we didn't intend any harm.
We meant well.
the road is free to all.
And that's how we looked at it.
It's a disgrace, but there you are.
Nothing we can do about it.
Let us say no more about it. Up, pig! Every time he drops, he falls asleep. Up, hog! Back! Stop! Turn! Gentlemen, I'm happy to have met you. Yes, yes, sincerely happy. Closer! Stop! The road is long when one travels on it by themselves, all alone yes, that's right. 6 hours. 6 hours on end and never a soul in sight. Coat. Hold this. Coat. Touch of autumn in the air this evening. Whip. Yes, gentlemen, I cannot go long without the society of my likes, even when the likeness is a less than spectacular one. Stool! Closer. Back. Further. Stop. Yes, that is why I propose, with your permission, to dally with you for a moment before I continue on my way. Basket. Fresh air stimulates the jaded appetite. Basket. Back. Further. He stinks. Happy days.
What ails him?
He looks tired.
Why doesn't he put down his bag?
How should I know?
Be careful! Say something to him.
Look,
What?
his neck.
I see nothing.
Here,
Oh, I say.
a rubbing sore.
It's the rope.
It's the rubbing.
It's the chafing.
It's the nuts.
It's inevitable.
He's not bad looking.
Would you say so?
A trifle effeminate.
Look at the slobber.
inevitable.
Look at the slaver.
Perhaps he's a half-wit, a cretin. Looks like a goiter,
It is not certain.
and he's panting.
It's inevitable.
And his eyes
What about them?
goggling out of his head.
Looks at his last gasp to me.
It's not certain. Ask him a question.
Would that be a good thing?
What do we risk?
Mister.
Louder!
Mister!
Leave him in peace. Can't you see he wants to rest? Basket! Basket! That's better.
Please, sir.
Yes, my good man?
Excuse me, you won't be needing the bones, sir?
You couldn't have waited?
No, he does well to ask. The bones. Do I need the bones? No, personally, I do not need the bones anymore. But, in theory, the bones go to the carrier. He is therefore the one to ask. Go on. Don't be afraid. Ask him, he'll tell you.
Excuse me, mister. Mister.
You're being spoken to, pig. Reply. Try him again.
Excuse me, mister, the bones. You won't be wanting the bones?
Mister, reply. Do you want them or don't you? They're yours. I don't like it. I've never known him to refuse a bone before. Fine thing it would be if he got sick on me.
It's a scandal!
Are you alluding to anything in particular?
To treat a man like that, I think that, no, a human being, no, it's a scandal!
A disgrace.
You are severe. What age are you, if it's not a rude question? 60, 70? What age would you say he is?
11.
I am impertinent. Gentlemen, I must be getting on my way. Thank you for your society. Unless I have another pipe before I go. What do you say? Oh, I'm a small smoker, a very small smoker. I'm not in the habit of smoking two pipes, one on top of the other. It makes my heart go pit-a-pat. It's the nicotine. One absorbs it no matter what one's precautions. You know how it is. Perhaps you aren't smokers? Yes? No? It's of no importance. But how do I sit down now without affectation now that I have risen? Without, how shall we say, without appearing to falter? I beg your pardon? Perhaps you didn't say anything. It's of no importance. Let me see.
That's better. Let's go.
So soon?
One moment. Stool! More. There. There. Done it.
Let's go.
Gentlemen, I hope I'm not chasing you away. Wait just a little while longer. You won't regret it. You'll never regret it.
We're in no hurry.
The second is never as sweet. That's the first, I mean. But it's sweet nonetheless.
I'm going.
He can no longer endure my presence. I'm perhaps not particularly human, but who cares? Think twice before you do anything rash. Suppose you leave now while it is still day, for assuredly it is still day. Good. What happens in that case? I'm out. In that case, what happens in that case to your appointment with this Godot? Anyhow, you see who I mean. The one who holds your future in his hands, or at least your immediate future.
Who told you?
He speaks to me again. If this goes on much longer, we'll soon be old friends.
Why doesn't he put down his bags?
I too would be happy to meet him. The more people I meet, the happier I become. From the meanest creature, one departs wiser, richer, more aware of one's blessings. Even you.
Why doesn't he put down his bags?
Might add to my store, but that would surprise me.
You're being asked a question.
A question? What? Who? Just moments ago, you were calling me sir in fear and trembling. Now you're asking me questions? No good will come of this.
I think he's listening.
What?
You can ask him now, he's on the alert.
Ask him what?
Why he doesn't put down his bags?
I wonder.
Ask him, can't you?
You want to know why he doesn't put down his bags.
That's it.
Do you agree with this?
He's pumping like a grampus.
The answer is this. But pray stay still. You're making me nervous.
Here, he's about to speak.
Is everybody ready? Is everybody looking at me? Look at me, pig. Good. I am ready. Is everybody listening? Is everybody ready? Hog! I don't like speaking in a vacuum. Good.
I'm going.
Now, what was it? What exactly did you want to know?
Why he doesn't put down his...
Don't interrupt me. We all talk at once, we'll never get anywhere. Now, what was I saying? What was I saying?
Bags. Why? Never put down. Why?
Oh, why didn't you say so before? Why doesn't he make himself comfortable? Let's try and get something straight. Does he have the right to? Certainly he has. It follows he doesn't want to. There's reasoning for you. But why doesn't he want to? Gentlemen, the answer is this.
Make a note of this.
He wants to impress me so that I'll keep him.
What?
No, that's not particularly right. He wants to mollify me, so I'll give up the idea of giving him away. No, that's not it either.
You want to get rid of him.
He wants to cod me, but he won't.
You want to get rid of him?
He imagines that if I see how well he carries, I will want to keep him on in that capacity.
You've had enough of him.
The reality is he carries like a pig. It's not his job.
You want to get rid of him?
He imagines that if I see him indefatigable, that I will regret my decision. Such is his miserable scheme, as if I do not have plenty of slaves. Atlas, son of Jupiter. Well, that's what I think anyways. Anything else?
You want to get rid of him.
Remark that he might just as easily have been in my shoes, and I in his, had chance not issued otherwise. To each his due.
You want to get rid of him.
I beg your pardon?
You want to get rid of him.
I do. But note that rather than just driving him away, and by that I mean kicking him out on his arse, out of the goodness of my heart, I am taking him to the fair where I hope to get a good price for him. The truth is, you can't drive such creatures away. It's best just to kill them.
He's crying.
Old dogs have more dignity. Here, wipe his tears.
Here, give it to me. I'll do it.
Make haste before he stops.
No! Oh,
Hanky!
oh, the brute, he's crippled me.
I told you he didn't like strangers.
Show. He's bleeding.
That's a good sign.
I'll never walk again.
I'll carry you, if necessary.
He stopped crying. You have replaced him, as it were. The tears of the world are a constant quantity. Where one person starts weeping, another, somewhere, stops. Same is true of laughter. Let us not speak ill of our generation, for they are no more unhappy than their predecessors. Let us not speak well of them either. Let us not speak of them at all. It is true the population has increased.
Try and walk.
And guess who taught me all these beautiful things? My Lucky.
Will night never come?
Grace, beauty, truth of the first water. I knew they were all beyond me. So I took a nook.
A nook?
That was nearly 60 years ago. Yes, nearly 60. You never know it to look at me. Compared to him, I'm a young man, no? Hat! Look now. Did you see?
And now you turn him away? Such an old and faithful servant?
Why?
After having sucked all the good out of him, you chuck him away like a banana skin, really?
I can't bear it anymore. You've no idea the way he goes on. He needs to go. It's terrible. I'm going mad. I can't bear it anymore.
He can't bear it.
Anymore.
He's going mad.
It's terrible.
How dare you? It's abominable. Such a good master. Crucify him like that after so many years, really.
He used to be so kind, so gentle and helpful. My good angel. And now, now he's killing me.
Does he want to replace him?
What?
Does he want someone to take his place
I
or
don't,
not?
I don't think so.
What?
I don't know.
Ask him.
Gentlemen, I don't know what came over me. Forgive me. Forget everything I said. I have no idea what it was, but I'm sure there wasn't a word of truth in it. Where's my pipe?
What a charming evening we're having.
Unforgettable.
It's not over yet.
Apparently not.
It's just the beginning.
Oh, it's awful.
Worse than the pantomime.
The circus.
The musical.
The circus.
Where did I put that briar?
He's a scream. He's lost his Eugene.
I'll be back.
Into the corridor on the left.
Keep my seat.
It was a genuine Captain Peterson.
He'll be the death of me.
You haven't by any chance seen... Oh, he's gone. Without saying goodbye? How could he? He could have waited.
He would have burst.
Oh. Oh, well, in that case.
Come here.
What for?
You'll see.
You want me to get up?
Quick. Look.
Oh, I say.
It's all over.
He is not pleased.
You missed a treat. Pity.
He subsides. Indeed, all subsides. A great calm descends. Listen. And sleeps.
Will night ever come?
You don't wish to go before it does?
Well, you see.
No, that's very natural. Very natural. Were I in your situation and had an appointment with this Godot, anyhow, you see who I mean. I would wait until black night before I gave up. I would very much like to sit down, but I'm not quite clear on how to do it.
Could I be of any help?
Perhaps if you asked me.
What?
If you asked me to sit down.
Would that be a help?
I fancy so.
Here we go. Please, sir, I beg of you, be seated.
No, I couldn't dream of it. Ask me again.
Come, sir, I beseech you. You'll catch pneumonia. Be seated.
Do you really think so?
Why, it's absolutely certain.
I believe you are right. Done it again. Thank you, kind sir. Well, I must be getting on if I am to keep to my plans.
Time has stopped.
Don't you believe it, sir? Don't you believe it? Anything you like, but not that.
Everything is black to him today.
Except the firmament. Well, I forget you aren't from around here. Perhaps you aren't aware of what our twilights can do. Shall I tell you? I can't ignore you. Pay attention. This whip is broken. Worn out, that whip.
Let's go.
What was I saying?
Please take your weight off, sir. You'll catch your chill.
True. What is your name?
Adam,
Oh, the night. Pay attention for pity's sake, or we will never get anywhere. Look. Look at the sky, Peg. Good. That's enough. What is so extraordinary about it? Qua sky. It is as pale and luminous as any other sky at this time of day. In these latitudes, when the weather is fine. About an hour ago, roughly, having poured forth since 10 o'clock this morning in tireless torments of red and white light, it begins to lose its effulgence and grow pale. Paler, paler, ever paler. Poof, finished. It comes to ground. But, behind this veil of gentleness and peace, night comes charging in and falls upon us like that. When we least expect it. That's what it's like on this bitch of an earth.
So long as one knows,
One can bide one's time.
one knows what to expect.
No further need to worry.
Simply wait.
We're used to it.
How did you find me, gentlemen? Good, passing, middling, poor, very bad?
Oh, very good. Very, very good, sir.
And you, sir?
Oh, Trebong. Trebong.
Bless you, gentlemen, bless you. I find myself in great need of encouragement. I faltered near the end, but you didn't notice.
Oh, perhaps just a teeny weeny little bit.
I thought it was intentional.
I fear that my memory is defective.
Nothing happens. It's awful.
You find it tedious?
Somewhat.
And you, sir?
I've been better entertained.
You gentlemen have been civil to me.
Not at
Oh,
all.
what an idea.
Yes, you are correct. But it makes me wonder whether there isn't something I can do to help out these fine fellows who are having such a dull time.
Even 10 francs would help.
We're not beggars.
Yes. Wonder if there's something I could do to entertain them. I gave them bones. We talked about this and that. I explained the twilight to them, assuredly. But is it enough? That's what torments me. Is it enough?
Even 5.
That's enough.
I couldn't accept less.
Is it enough? Yes, it is. I am liberal in nature. This evening, so much the worse for me. This will be quite painful. So what is your preference, gentlemen? Would you like him to sing or dance or recite or think or... Who? You can think, you two?
He thinks.
Assuredly. And quite prettily. Aloud. I used to be I could listen to him for hours. Now, so much the worse for me. So, would you like to hear him think?
Oh, I'd rather he dance. It'd be more fun.
Not necessarily.
Wouldn't it really be more fun?
I'd like well to hear him think.
Perhaps he could dance first and think after. It wouldn't be too much trouble.
Is that possible?
Nothing simpler. It is the natural order.
Then let him dance.
Did you hear, Peg?
He never refuses?
He refused once. Dance, misery.
Is that all?
Encore.
I could do just as well. A little practice.
He used to dance the farandole, the fling, the brawl, the jig, the fandango, and even the hornpipe. He used to caper for joy. And now that's the best he can do. Do you know what he calls it?
The scapegoat's agony.
The hard stool.
The net. He thinks he's caught in a net.
There's something about it.
Whoa!
Tell us about the time he refused.
Easily done. Easily done. What have I done with my spray? Well, isn't that just... I have lost my pulverizer.
My left lung is very weak, but my right lung is sound as a bell.
What did I do with it? Wait. What were we talking about? Wait. Help me.
Wait.
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 He has it.
Well,
Why doesn't he put down his bags?
Rubbish!
are you sure?
Damn it, haven't you already told us?
Have I already told you?
He's already told us?
Anyway, he has put them down.
So he has. What of it?
Since he has put them down, it's impossible that we should have asked why he does not do so.
Stoutly reasoned.
Why did he put down his bags?
Answer is that.
In order to dance.
True. Nobody comes, nobody goes. It's awful.
Tell him to think.
Give him his hat.
His hat.
He can't think without his hat.
Give him his hat.
Me? After what he did to me? Never.
I'll give it to him.
Tell him to fetch it.
It's better if you give it to him.
I'll give it to him.
You need to put it on his head.
Tell him to take it.
It's better if you put it on his head.
I'll put it on his head.
What's he waiting for?
Stand back. Think. Stop. Forward. Stop. Think.
On the other hand, with regard
Stop. Back. Stop. Turn. Think.
Given the existence, as uttered forth in the public works of Puncher and Watman, of a personal God, qua 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 with white beard, qua 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 outside time, without extension, who, from the heights of divine apathia, divine athambia, divine aphasia, loves us dearly, with some exceptions, for reasons unknown, but time will tell, and suffers like the divine Miranda with those who, for reasons unknown, but time will tell, are plunged in torment, plunged in fire, whose fire flames, if that continues, and who can doubt it, will fire the firmament, that is to say, blast hell to heaven, so blue, still, and calm, so calm, with a calm which, even though intermittent, is better than nothing, but not so fast, and considering, what is more, that as a result of the labors left unfinished, crowned by the Academy of Anthropometry of Essie and Posse of Testue and Cunard, it is established beyond all doubt, all other doubt than that which clings to the labors of men, that as a result of the labors unfinished of Testue and Cunard, it is established as hereinafter, but not so fast for reasons unknown, that as a result of the public works of Puncher and Watman, it is established beyond all doubt that, in view of the labors of Vartov and Belcher left unfinished for reasons unknown, of Testue and Cunard left unfinished, it is established what many deny, that man in Posse of Testue and Cunard, that man in Essie, that man in short, that man in brief, in spite of the strides of alimentation and defecation, wastes and pines, and concurrently, simultaneously, what is more, for reasons unknown, in spite of the strides of physical culture, the practice of sports such as tennis, football, running, cycling, swimming, flying, floating, riding, gliding, canoeing, camogie, skating, tennis of all kinds, dying, flying, sports of all sorts, autumn, summer, winter, winter tennis of all kinds, hockey of all sorts, penicillin and In a word, I resume. Flying, gliding, golf over 9 and 18 holes, tennis of all sorts. In a word, for reasons unknown. In fecum, pecum, fullum, clapham, namely, concurrently, simultaneously. What is more, for reasons unknown, but time will tell, fades away. I resume, fullum, clapham. In a word, the dead lost per head since the death of Bishop Berkeley being to the tune of 1 inch 4 ounce per head, approximately. By and large, more or less, to the nearest decimal. Good measure, round figures, stark naked in the stocking feet in Connemara. In a word, for reasons unknown, no matter what matter, the facts are there. And considering what is more, much more grave, that in the light of the labors lost of Steinbeck and Peterman, it appears what is more, much more grave, that in the light of the labors lost of Steinbeck and Peterman, that in the plains and the mountains, by the seas, by the rivers, running water, running fire, the air is the same, and then the earth. Namely, the air, and then the earth, and the great cold, the great dark, the air and the earth. A vote of stones of the great cold. Alas, alas, in the year of their Lord 600 and something, the air, the earth, the sea, the earth, a vote of stones of the great deeps, the great cold, on sea, on land, and in the air. I resume, in spite of the tennis for reasons unknown, the facts are there, but time will tell. I resume, alas, alas, on, in short, in fine, on, a vote of stones, who can doubt it? I resume, but not so fast. I resume, the skull, fading, and concurrently, simultaneously, what is more, for reasons unknown, in spite of the tennis, on, the skull, in Connemara, in spite of the tennis, the labors abandoned, left unfinished, graver still, a vote of stones. I resume, alas, alas, the skull in Connemara, in spite of the tennis, the skull, alas, the stones, Cunard, tennis, the stones, so calm, Cunard, unfinished!
His hand!
Give me that. That's for this thing.
Will he be able to walk again?
Walk or crawl. Up, pig!
Perhaps he's dead. He'll kill him.
Up, scum! Help me.
How?
Raise him up. Go.
He's doing it on purpose.
You have to hold him up. Raise him up.
The hell with him.
Come on, once more.
Who does he think we are?
Now hold him. Hold him. Steady. Steady. And steady. Almost there. Come on. All right. Don't let him go. All right. Wait on me. Hold him steady. Steady. Okay, let him go. Forward. Back. Turn. Done it. He can walk. Now, gentlemen, I believe I need to. It's time for. What have I done with my watch? It was a genuine half hunter with deadbeat escapement. It was given to me by my grandfather. What could I have?
Perhaps it's in your fob.
Wait. Help me. I think you hear the tick-tick.
Silence!
I hear something.
Where?
It's the heart.
Damnation.
Silence!
Perhaps it stopped.
What is that smell? Which of you smells so bad?
He has stinking breath and I have stinking feet.
I must be getting on.
But what about your half hunter?
I must have left it at the manor.
Then adieu.
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 And thank you.
No, thank you.
No, no.
Yes, yes.
No, no.
Yes, yes.
I don't seem to be able to depart.
Such is life.
You're going the wrong way.
I need a running start. On! Stand back! On! On!
On!
On.
Faster! Faster! On! On! Adieu! On! On!
Adieu.
Stool! Up, pig! On! On! Yep! Adieu! On! On!
Adieu.
Faster! On!
Adieu.
That passed the time?
It would have passed in any case.
Yes, but not so rapidly.
What do we do now?
Wait for Godot. How they've changed.
That's the idea. Let's make a little conversation.
Those two, they've changed.
What?
Haven't they?
It's likely. I don't know. They all change. Only we can't.
Likely. It's certain. Didn't you see them?
Yes, I saw them, but I don't know them.
You do know them.
No, I don't know them.
We know them, I tell you. You forget everything. Unless they're not the same.
Why didn't they recognize us then?
That means nothing. I, too, pretended not to recognize them. And nobody ever recognizes us.
Forget it. What we need. Ow! Ow!
Unless they're not the same.
Davey, it's the other foot.
Unless they're not the same.
Mister?
Off we go again.
Approach, my child.
Mr. Albert?
Yes, approach.
What do you want? Approach when you're told, can't you?
Approach.
Approach, won't you? What kept you so late?
What is it?
Mr. Godot.
Obviously, approach.
Approach! What kept you so late?
You have a message for Mr. Godot.
Yes, sir.
What is it? Well,
Do you know what time it is?
will you let him alone?
You let me alone. How long have you been here?
A good while, sir.
What are you afraid of? Of us?
I know it is. He was afraid of the others.
Yes, sir.
You were afraid of the whip,
Yes, sir.
the roars,
Yes, sir.
the two big men.
Yes, sir.
Are you a native of these parts? Do you belong to these parts?
Yes, sir.
Oh, that's a pack of lies. Tell us the truth.
It is the truth, sir.
Will you let him alone? Will you let him alone? What's the matter with you? What's the matter with you?
I'm unhappy.
Not really. Since when?
I've forgotten.
Extraordinary the tricks that memory plays. Well,
Mr.
I've
Godot,
seen you before, haven't I?
I don't know, sir.
You don't know me?
No, sir.
It wasn't you who came yesterday.
No, sir.
This is your first time.
Yes, sir.
Words. Speak.
Mr. Godot told me to tell you. He won't come this evening, but surely tomorrow.
Is that all?
Yes, sir.
You work for Mr. Godot.
Yes, sir.
What do you do?
I mind the sheep, sir.
Does he beat you?
No, sir.
Whom does he beat?
He beats my brother, sir.
Ah, you have a brother.
Yes, sir.
What does he do?
He minds the goats, sir.
Why doesn't he beat you?
I don't know, sir.
He must be fond of you.
I don't know, sir.
Does he give you enough to eat? Does he feed you well?
Fairly well, sir.
Are you unhappy? Do you hear me?
I don't know, sir.
Well,
I don't know, sir.
you don't know if you're unhappy or not? You're as bad as myself. Where do you sleep?
In the loft. Sir.
With your brother?
Yes, sir.
In the hay?
Yes, sir.
All right, you may go.
What am I to tell Mr. Godot?
Tell him you saw us. You did see us, didn't you?
Yes, sir.
At last. What are you doing?
Pale for weariness
Huh?
of climbing heaven and gazing on the likes of us,
Your boots. What are you doing with your boots?
leaving them there. Another will come as me, only with smaller feet, and they'll make him happy.
But you can't go barefoot.
Christ did.
Christ? What does Christ have to do? You're not going to compare yourself to Christ.
All my life I've compared myself to him.
But where he lived, it was warm. It was dry.
Yes, and they crucified quick.
There's nothing more to do here.
Or anywhere else.
Oh, go. Don't go on like that. Tomorrow everything will be better.
How do you make that out?
Did you not hear what the child said?
No.
He said that Godot was sure to come tomorrow. What do you say to that?
And all we have to do is wait on till then?
Are you mad? We must take cover. Come on.
Remind me to bring a bit of rope tomorrow.
Come on. I'm cold.
Yes, do you remember, how long have we been together all the time now?
50 years, maybe.
Do you remember when I threw myself into the Rhone?
We were grape harvesting.
You fished me out.
That's all dead and buried.
My clothes dried in the sun.
There's no good harking back on that now. Come on.
Wait! I wonder if it might be better off if we parted. We weren't made for the same road.
It's not certain.
No. Nothing is certain.
We could still part if you think it would be better.
No, it's not worthwhile now.
No, it's not worthwhile now.
Well, shall we go?
Yes. Let's go.
Thing happens next. We will now take a
A dog came in the kitchen and stole a crust of bread and cooked up with a ladle and beat it till he was dead. Then all the dogs came running and dug the dog a tomb. Then all the dogs came running and dug the dog a tomb and wrote upon the tombstone for the eyes of dogs to come. A dog came in the kitchen and stole a crust of bread, then cooked him with a ladle and beat him till he was dead. Then all the dogs came running and dug the dog a tomb. Then all the dogs came running and dug the dog a tomb. Dug the dog a tomb. again. Come here till I embrace you.
Don't touch me.
You want me to go away? Gogo? Did they beat you? Gogo, where did you spend the night?
Don't touch me. Don't question me. Don't speak to me. Stay with me.
Did I ever leave you?
You let me go.
Look at me. Will you look at me?
What a day.
Who beat you, tell me?
Another day done with.
Not yet.
For me, it's over and done with no matter what happens. I heard you singing.
That's right, I remember.
That finished me. I said to myself, he's all alone, he thinks I'm gone forever, and he sings.
One is not a master of one's mood. All evening I felt in great form. I didn't get up in the night, not once.
You see, you piss better when I'm not there.
I missed you. And at the same time I was happy. Isn't that a queer thing?
Happy.
Perhaps it's not quite the right word.
And now?
And now? There you are again. There we are again. There I am again.
See, you feel worse when I'm with you. I feel better alone, too.
Why do you always come crawling back?
I don't know.
Oh, no, but I do. I wouldn't have let them beat you.
You couldn't have stopped them.
Why not?
There was 10 of them.
No, before that, I would have stopped you from doing whatever it was you were doing.
I wasn't doing anything.
Then why did they beat you?
I don't know.
Oh, Gogo, the truth is there are things escape you that don't escape me. You must feel it yourself.
I tell you, I wasn't doing anything.
Perhaps you weren't, but it's the way of doing it that counts. The way of doing it if you want to go on living.
I wasn't doing anything.
You must be happy too, deep down, if you only knew it.
Happy about what?
Be back with me again.
Would you say so?
Say you are, even if it's not true.
What am I to say?
Say, I am happy.
I am happy.
So am I.
So am I.
We are happy.
We are happy. Well, what do we do now that we are happy?
Wait for Godot. Things have changed here since yesterday.
And if he doesn't come?
We'll see when the time comes. I was saying that things have changed here since yesterday.
Everything oozes.
The tree!
It's never the same pus from one second to the next.
The tree! Look at the tree!
The tree? Was it not there yesterday?
Of course it was there yesterday. Do you not remember? We nearly hanged ourselves from it. But you wouldn't. Do you not remember?
You dreamed it.
Is it possible you've forgotten already?
That's the way I am. Either I forget immediately or I never forget.
And Pazzo and Lucky, have you forgotten them too?
Pazzo and Lucky.
He's forgotten everything.
I remember a lunatic who kicked the shins off me and then played the fool.
That was Lucky.
When was it?
And his keeper, do you not remember him?
He gave me a bone.
That was Pazzo.
That was yesterday, you say?
Of course, it was yesterday.
And here, where we are now.
Where else do you think? Do you not recognize the place?
Recognize? What is there to recognize? All my lousy life I've crawled about in the mud. And you talk to me about scenery. Look at this muck heap. I've never stirred from it.
Calm yourself. Calm yourself.
You and your landscapes. Tell me about the worms.
You can't tell me that this bears any resemblance to the Macon country, for example. You can't deny there's a big difference.
The Macon country? Who's talking to you about the Macon country?
But you were there yourself in the Macon country.
No, I was never in the Macon country. I puked my puke of a life away here in the Gacon country.
But we were there together. I can swear it. Picking grapes for a man called, can't think of the name of the man, at a place called, can't think of the place. Do you not remember?
It's possible I didn't notice anything.
Down there, everything is red.
I said I didn't notice anything.
You're a hard man to get on with, Gogo.
Perhaps it'd be better if we parted.
You always say that and you always come crawling back.
In the meantime, let us try and converse calmly, since we are incapable of keeping silent.
You're right, we're inexhaustible.
And so we won't think,
We have that excuse.
so we won't hear
We have our reasons.
all the dead voices,
They make a noise like wings,
like leaves,
like sand.
like leaves.
They all speak at once,
Each one to itself.
or rather they whisper,
They rustle,
they murmur.
they rustle.
What do they say?
They talk about their lives.
To have lived is not enough for them?
They have to talk about them.
To be dead is not enough for them?
It is not sufficient.
They make a noise like feathers,
Like leaves,
like ashes.
like leaves.
Say something.
I'm trying.
Say anything at all.
What do we do now?
Wait for it to go. This is awful.
Sing something.
No, no. We could start all over again, perhaps.
That should be easy.
It's the start that's
You
difficult.
can start from anything.
But you have to decide.
True.
Help me.
I'm trying.
When you seek, you hear.
You do.
That prevents you from finding.
It does.
That prevents you from thinking.
You think all the same.
No, no, impossible.
That's the idea. Let's contradict each other.
Impossible.
You think so?
We're in no danger of ever thinking anymore.
But did that ever happen to us?
Thinking is not the worst.
Perhaps, but at least there's that.
That what?
That's the idea. Let's ask each other questions.
What do you mean at least there's that?
That much less misery.
True.
Well, if we gave thanks for our mercies,
What is terrible is to have thought.
but did that ever happen to us?
Where are all these corpses from?
These skeletons.
Tell me that!
True.
You must have thought a little.
At the beginning.
A charnel house! A charnel
Don't
house!
have to look.
You can't help looking.
True.
Try as one may.
I beg your pardon?
Try as one may.
We must turn resolutely towards nature.
We've tried that.
True.
Oh? But it's not the worst, I know.
What?
To have thought,
Obviously.
but we could have done without it.
Que voulez-vous?
I beg your pardon?
Que voulez-vous?
Ah, que voulez-vous, exactly.
Well, that wasn't such a bad little canter.
Yes, but now we'll have to find something else.
But what?
But what? Ah, I see.
Well,
What was I saying? We could go on from there.
what were you saying when?
At the very beginning.
The very beginning of what?
This evening. I was saying.
I'm not a historian.
Wait! We embraced! We were happy. What do we do now that we're happy? Go on waiting. Let me think. It's coming. We go on waiting. Now that we're happy, let me see. The tree!
The tree?
Look at it!
I see nothing.
But yesterday evening it was all black and bare. Now it's covered with leaves.
Leaves?
In a single night.
I tell you, we weren't here
But in a
yesterday.
single night. Where were we yesterday evening, according to you?
I tell you, we weren't here.
Where were we, according to you?
How am I to know? In another compartment. There's no lack of void.
Good. We weren't here yesterday evening. Now, what did we do yesterday evening?
Do.
Try and remember.
Oh, I suppose we blathered
About what?
this and that, and nothing in particular. I remember yesterday evening we blathered about nothing in particular. That's been going on now for 50 years.
You don't remember any circumstance, any fact?
Don't torment me, Dee Dee.
The sun, the moon, do you not remember?
They must have been there as usual.
You didn't see anything out of the ordinary.
Alas,
Pazzo and Lucky?
Pazzo,
The bones.
they were like fish bones.
It was Pazzo that gave them to you.
I don't know.
And the kick?
That's right, someone gave me a kick.
It was Lucky gave it to you.
No, that was yesterday.
Show your leg.
Which?
Both. Pull up your trousers.
I can't.
Pull up your trousers. The other. The other, pig! There's the wound beginning to fester.
And what of it?
Where are your boots?
I threw them away.
Why?
They were, I don't
When?
know. I don't know.
Why?
I don't know why I don't know.
I mean, why did you throw them away?
Mine were hurting me.
There they are, at the very spot you left them yesterday.
Those aren't mine.
Not yours.
Mine were black. These are brown.
You sure yours are black?
They're rather a kind of gray.
And these are brown? Show.
They're a kind of green.
Show. Oh!
Oh, that's a lot of black.
Oh! I see what it is. Yes, I see what's happened. It's elementary. Someone came and took yours and left you his.
Why?
Because his were too tight for him, so he took yours.
Mine were too tight.
For you, not for him.
I'm tired. Let's go.
We can't.
Why not?
We're waiting for Godot.
Oh, what do we do? What do we do?
There's nothing to do.
I can't go on like this.
Would you like a radish?
Is that all there is?
There are radishes and turnips.
What about a carrot?
No. Anyway, you overdo it with your carrots.
Give me a radish. This one's black.
It's a radish.
I only like the pink ones, you know that.
You don't want it?
I only like the pink ones.
Then give it back to me.
I'll go and get a carrot.
This is becoming really insignificant.
Not enough.
What about trying them?
I've tried everything.
No, I mean the boots.
Would that be a good thing?
It'd pass the time. I assure you it'd be an occupation.
A relaxation.
A recreation.
A relaxation.
Try.
We don't do too badly, do we, Dee Dee, between the two of us?
Yes. Come on, we'll try the left first.
We always manage to find something to prove that we exist.
Yes, we're magicians. But let us persevere in what we resolve before we forget. Come on, give me your foot. The other hog! Higher. Try and walk. Well,
It fits.
we'll try and lace it.
No laces. No laces.
You'll be sorry. Let's try the other. Oh, jeez. Well,
It fits too.
they don't hurt you,
Not yet.
then you can keep them.
They're too big.
Perhaps you'll have socks someday.
True.
Then you'll keep them?
That's enough about these boots.
Yes.
Enough! Perhaps I'll go and sit down.
That's where you were sitting yesterday evening.
Ah, if only I could sleep.
Yesterday you slept.
I'll try.
Wait. Bye, 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 bye.
That's so loud.
Bye, 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 bye. there. Dee Dee's there. Don't be afraid.
I was falling.
Don't be afraid. It's all over.
I was on top of
It's
a-
all over. It's all over.
I dreamed it.
Don't tell me. Come on. We'll walk it off.
That's enough. I'm tired.
You'd rather be stuck there doing nothing?
Yes.
Please yourself.
Let's go.
Can't.
Why not?
We're waiting for Godot.
Could you stop moving?
I'm cold.
We came too soon.
It's always at nightfall.
Night never falls.
It'll fall all of a sudden like yesterday.
And then it'll be night.
And we can go.
Then it'll be day. What do we do? What do we do?
You stop your whining. I've had about my belly full of your lamentations.
I'm going.
Well,
You'll never farewell.
Lucky's hat. I've been here an hour and never saw it. Fine.
You'll never see me again.
I knew we were in the right place. Now our troubles are over. It must have been a fine hat. Here,
What?
hold that. Oh. How does it fit me?
How would I know?
No, but how do I look in it?
Hideous.
Yes, but no worse than usual?
Neither more nor less.
Then I'll keep it. Might hurt me. How shall I say it? Itched me.
Let's go.
Will you not play?
Play at what?
Oh, we could play at Pozzo and Lucky.
Popso and Lucky?
I'll do Lucky, you do Pozzo. Go on.
What am I to do?
Curse me.
Naughty.
Stronger.
Gunnercoccus. Spirit-jet.
Tell me to think. Say think, pig.
Think, pig.
Can't.
That's enough of that.
Tell me to dance.
I'm going.
Say, dance, hump. Can't. Go. There you are again at last.
I'm accursed.
Oh, where were you? I thought you were gone forever.
They're coming.
Who?
I don't know.
How many?
I don't know.
At last! It's Godot. Go at last. We're safe. Let's go and meet him. Go, come back! There you are again.
I'm in hell. They're coming.
Where were you?
They're coming that way too.
We're surrounded.
What do we do?
There's nothing to do. In the cell, there's no way out there. There. Not a soul in sight. Off you go. Quick. You won't? Well, I don't blame you. Oh, wait till I see. Your only hope left is to disappear.
Where?
The tree. Behind the tree. Quick, behind the tree. Decidedly, this tree will not have been the slightest use to us.
I lost my head. Forgive me. It won't happen again. What do we do?
There's nothing we can do.
You stand over here and watch out. And I'll stand over here. Back to back, like in the good old days. Do you see anything?
What?
Do you see anything?
No.
Nor I.
You must have had a vision.
What?
You must have had a vision.
No need to shout.
Do you? Oh, pardon.
After you.
No, after you.
First.
I interrupted you.
On the contrary.
Ceremonious ape.
Punctilious pig.
Finish your phrase, I tell you.
Finish your own.
Moron.
That's the idea. Let's abuse each other.
Moron!
Vermin.
Abortion.
Morpion.
Sewer rat.
Curate.
Cretin.
Critic.
Oh!
Now let's make it up.
Go!
Dee-dee.
Your hand.
Take it.
Come to my arms.
Your arms.
My breast.
Off we go.
How time flies when one has fun.
What do we do now?
While waiting,
Well, wait.
we can do our exercises,
Our movements.
our elevations,
Our relaxation.
our elongations,
Our relaxation.
to warm us up.
To calm us down.
Off we go.
I'm tired.
We're not in form. We can do a little deep breathing.
I'm tired breathing.
You're right. Let's just do the tree for the balance.
Tree.
Your turn.
You think God sees me?
You must close your eyes.
Oh, God, have pity on me.
And me?
On me, on me. Have pity on me.
Go!
What is it? Who is it? Is it Godot?
At last. Reinforcements at last.
Is it Godot?
Help! We are no longer alone. Waiting for the night. Waiting for Godot. Waiting. All evening we have struggled unassisted. Now it's over. It's already tomorrow.
Do you hear him?
Time flows again already. The sun will set, the moon rise, and we away from here.
Help!
Poor Pozzo.
I knew it was him.
Who?
Godot.
But it's not Godot.
It's not Godot?
It's not Godot.
Who is it?
It's Pozzo.
Pozzo.
Here, help me out.
Let's get up.
Let's go.
Well, we can't.
Why not?
We're waiting for Godot. Perhaps he has another bone for
A
you.
bone.
Chicken, do you not remember?
It was him. Ask him.
You mean we should subordinate our good offices to certain conditions? Yes, that seems intelligent, all right, but there's one thing I'm afraid of.
What?
Help!
That Lucky might get going all of a sudden, then we'd be bollocks.
Lucky.
The one that went for you yesterday.
I tell you, there were 10 of them.
No, before that, the one that kicked you. And
Is he here?
as large as life. At the moment, he's inert, but he might run back any minute.
What say we both kick him and beat him and leave him?
You mean if we fell on him in his sleep?
Yes.
It seems like a good idea, all right. But could we do it? Is he really asleep? No. The best would be to take advantage of Pozzo calling for help.
Help!
And to help him
We help him.
in anticipation of some tangible return.
But then suppose he...
Don't let us idle discourse. Don't let us waste time in idle discourse. Let us do something while we have the chance. It is not every day that we are needed. No, not in day that we are personally needed. Others would meet the case equally well, if not better. To all mankind they were addressed, those cries for help still ringing in our ears. But at this place, at this moment of time, all mankind is us, whether we like it or not. Let us waste time. Let us do something before it's not too late. Let us represent for once worthily the foul brute to which a cruel fate consigned us. What do you say? It is true that when with folded arms we weigh the pros and cons, we are no less a credit to our species. The tiger bounds to the help of his conquerors without the least reflection, or he slinks away into the depths of the thickets. But that is not the question. Oh, what are we doing here? That is the question. And we are blessed in this to fall. We have kept our appointment, and that's the end of that. We are not saints, but we have kept our appointment. How many people can boast as much?
Billions.
You think so?
I don't know.
You might be right.
Help!
All I know is that the hours under these conditions are long and constrain us to beguile them with proceedings which at first sight may seem reasonable, no doubt, until they become a habit. You may say is to prevent our reasoning from founder, no doubt about it. But has it not long been straying in the night without the end of the abyssal depths? That's what I sometimes wonder. You follow my reasoning?
We are all born mad. Some remain so.
No, I'll pay you
How much?
100 francs.
It's not enough.
I wouldn't go as far as that.
You think it's enough?
No, I wouldn't go as far as to assert that I was weak in the head when I came into the world, but that is not the question. We wait.
200.
We are bored. No! Don't protest. There's no denying it. Good. We are bored. A diversion comes along, and what do? We let it go to waste. Come on, let's get to work before it's too late. In an instant, all this will vanish, and we'll be left alone once more in the midst of nothingness.
200.
We're coming. Oh, jeez. Help!
What's the matter with you all?
Don't leave me. They'll kill me.
I'm going.
Where am I?
Go.
I'm
No.
going.
Don't leave. Come get me. I'll go with you.
You promise?
I swear it.
And we'll never come back.
Never.
We'll go to the Pyrenees.
Wherever you like.
I've always wanted to wander the Pyrenees.
You'll wander in them.
Who farted?
Potso.
Here, pity.
It's revolting.
Quick, help me up.
I'm going. I'm going.
Well, I suppose in the fullness of time I'll get up on myself. Or maybe not.
What is the matter with you?
Go to hell.
Are you staying there?
For the time being.
Come, Dee Dee.
Don't worry about me.
Come, Dee Dee. Don't be pig-headed.
Pull.
Help!
We've arrived.
Who are you?
We are men.
Sweet Mother Earth.
Can you get up?
I don't know.
Try.
Not now. Not now.
What happened?
Will you stop it, you pest? He can think of nothing but himself.
How about a little snooze?
Did you hear what he said? He wants to know what happened.
Don't mind him. Sleep.
Pity? Pity!
What happened?
Were you asleep?
I must have been.
This bastard Pozzo at it again.
Make him stop it. Kick him in the crotch.
Will you stop it, crab blouse? He's off. He's down.
What do we do now?
Perhaps I could crawl to him.
Don't leave me.
Or I could call to him.
Yes, call to him.
Pozzo! Pozzo! No reply.
Together.
Pozzo! Pozzo! He moved.
Are you sure his name is Pozzo?
Mr. Pozzo, come back. We won't hurt you.
We could try him with other names.
I'm afraid he's dying.
It would be amusing
What would be amusing?
to try him with other names.
He wants to get up.
Why can't he get up?
He wants us to help him get up.
Well, what are we waiting for? Why don't we help him?
Oh, we must hold him. Feeling better?
Who are you?
Do you not recognize us?
I am blind.
Perhaps he can see in the future.
Since when?
I had wonderful sight once. But are you friends?
He wants to know if we're friends.
No, he means friends of his.
Well,
We prove we are by helping him.
exactly. Would we have helped him if we weren't his friends?
Possibly.
True.
Don't let us quibble about that now.
But you're not highwaymen.
Highwaymen? Do we look like highwaymen?
Damn it, can't you see the man is blind?
Damn it, so he is. So he says,
Don't leave me.
No question of it.
for the moment.
What time is it?
7 o'clock? 8 o'clock?
It depends on what time of year it is.
Is it evening?
It's rising.
Impossible.
It could be the dawn.
Don't be a fool, it's the west over there.
How do you know?
Is it evening?
It hasn't moved.
It's rising.
Why don't you answer me?
Give us a chance.
It's evening, sir. It's evening. It's near drawing nigh. My friend here would have me doubt it, and I must confess he shook me for a moment, but it's not for nothing that I have lived through this long day, and I can assure you that it's very near the end of its repertory. How do you feel now?
How much longer are we to cart him around?
Hey!
We are not caryatids.
You were saying your sight used to be good, if I heard you right.
Wonderful. Wonderful, wonderful sight.
Expand. Expand.
Will you let him alone? Can't you see he's thinking of the days when he was happy? Memoria, Praetorium, Benar. That must have been unpleasant.
We wouldn't know.
And it came on you all of a sudden?
Quite wonderful.
I'm asking if it came on you all of a sudden.
I awoke one fine day as blind as fortune. Sometimes I wonder if I'm not still asleep.
And when was that?
I don't know.
But no later than yesterday.
Don't question me. The blind have no notion of time. The things of time are hidden from them too.
Just fancy that. I could have sworn it was just the opposite.
I'm going.
Where are we?
Couldn't tell you.
It doesn't happen to be by any chance a place known as the Board?
Never heard of it.
What's it like?
It's indescribable. It's like nothing. There's nothing. There's a tree.
Then it's not the Board.
Some diversion.
Where's my menial?
He's about somewhere.
Why doesn't he answer when I call?
I don't know. Maybe sleeping. Perhaps he's dead.
What happened exactly?
Exactly.
The two of you slipped and fell.
Go check, is he injured?
Oh, we can't leave you.
You needn't both go.
You go.
Me? After what he did to me? Never.
Yes, yes, let your friend go. He stinks so. What is he waiting for?
What are you waiting for?
I'm waiting for Godot.
What exactly should he do?
He should pull on the rope as hard as he likes, as long as he doesn't strangle him. He usually responds to that. If not, give him a taste of the boot to the face and the privates as long as possible.
You see, you have nothing to be afraid of. It's even an opportunity to revenge yourself.
And if he defends himself?
No, he never defends himself.
I'll come flying to the rescue.
Don't take your eyes off me.
Make sure he's alive before you start. No point in exerting yourself if he's dead.
He's breathing.
Then let him have it.
Rat! Vermin! Big! Oh, the brute!
What's gone wrong now?
My friend has hurt himself.
And Lucky?
So it is?
What?
Lucky.
I don't understand.
And you're Potso.
Certainly, I am Patsa.
The same as yesterday.
Yesterday,
We met yesterday. Do you not remember?
I don't remember having met anyone yesterday. And tomorrow, I won't remember having met anyone today. So don't count on me for any enlightenment.
But
Enough!
you were taking him to the fair. You were going to sell him. You spoke to us. He danced. He thought you had your sight.
As you like. Let go of me. Up!
Where do you go from here?
On. Whip! Rope!
What's there in the bag?
Sand. On!
Don't go yet.
We're going.
What do you do if you fall far from help?
We wait until we can get up, then we go on.
On!
Before you go, tell him to sing.
Who?
Lucky.
To sing?
Yes, or to think, or to recite.
But he's dumb.
Dumb?
He can't even groan.
Dumb? Since when?
Haven't you tortured me enough with your accursed time? It's abominable. When? When? One day. Is that not enough for you? One day he went dumb. One day I went blind. One day we'll go deaf. One day we were born. One day we'll die. The same day. The same second. Is that not enough for you? They give birth astride a grave. The light gleams an instant. Then it's night once more. On!
I was asleep. Why will you never let me sleep?
I felt lonely.
I was dreaming I was happy.
That passed the time.
I dreamt.
Don't tell me. I wonder, is he really blind?
Blind. Who?
Pozzo.
Blind?
He told us he was blind.
And what of it?
But it seemed to me he saw us.
You dreamt it. Let's go. We can't. Are you sure it wasn't him?
Who?
No.
But who?
Pozzo.
Not at all. Not at all. Not at all.
I may as well get up. Ah! Oh! Dee Dee, my feet!
I don't know what to think anymore.
Help me!
Was I sleeping while the others suffered? Am I sleeping now? Tomorrow when I wake, or think I do, what will I say of today? That with Esther gone with my friend at this place until the following night, we waited for Godot. That Ponto passed with his carrier and spoke to us. Probably. But in all truth, but all that, what truth will there be? He'll know nothing. He'll tell me the blows he received, and I'll give him a carrot. The stride of a grave and a difficult birth. Down in the hole lingering. The gravedigger puts on the forceps. We have time to grow old! The air is full of our cries. But habit is a great deadener. Of me too, someone is looking. Of me too, someone is saying he is sleeping. He knows nothing. Let him sleep on. I can't go on. What have I said?
Mister?
Off we go again.
Mr. Albert?
Do you not recognize me?
No, sir.
Was it you who came yesterday?
No, sir.
This is your first time.
Yes, sir.
You have a message for Mr. Godot.
Yes, sir.
He won't come this evening.
No, sir.
It'll come tomorrow,
Yes, sir.
without fail.
Yes, sir.
Did you meet anyone?
No, sir.
2 other men?
I didn't meet anyone, sir.
What does he do, Mr. Godot? Do you hear me?
He does nothing, sir.
How's your brother?
He's sick.
Perhaps it was he who came yesterday.
I don't know, sir.
Has he a beard, Mr. Godot?
Yes, sir.
Fair or black?
I think it's white, sir.
Christ have mercy on us.
What am I to tell Mr. Godot?
Tell him you saw me. You saw me. You're sure you saw me? You won't come tomorrow and tell me you never saw me.
What's the matter with you?
Nothing.
I'm going.
So am I.
Was I long asleep?
I don't know.
Where shall we go?
Not far.
Oh, yes, let's go far from here.
We can't.
Why not?
We have to come back tomorrow
Why?
to wait for Godot.
He didn't come?
No.
Now it's too late.
Yes. Now it's night.
If we dropped him. If we dropped him.
He'd punish us. Everything's dead but the tree.
The tree?
Yes, the tree.
What is it?
I don't know. A willow.
We can try to hang ourselves.
With what?
You haven't got a bit of rope?
No.
Then we can't.
Let's go.
Wait, there's my belt.
It's too short.
You could hang from my legs.
And who'd hang on to mine?
True.
All the same show. It might do in a pinch, but is it strong enough?
We shall soon see. Here.
Not worth a curse.
We're coming back tomorrow.
Yes.
Remind me to bring a bit of rope.
Yes.
Davy,
Yes.
I can't go on like this.
That's what you think.
If we parted, maybe it would be better.
We'll hang ourselves tomorrow. Unless Godot comes.
And if he comes,
We'll be saved.
well, shall we go?
Pull on your trousers.
What?
Pull on your trousers.
Pull off my trousers.
Pull on your trousers.
True.
Well, shall we go?
Yes. Let's go.